Hi, welcome to PI Connector's virtual tour. My name is Beverly Perry, and I'm the Regional Program Officer for Kings County for PI Connectors. Today we're visiting the beautiful community of Montague, which is the largest community in the newly amalgamated town of Three Rivers. Montague is known as Montague the Beautiful because of its beautiful trees, landscape, and the river running through the town.
Good morning. My name is Ed McCauley, and I'm the first mayor of the new amalgamated area of Three Rivers. Three Rivers encompasses all of the major Carrington, Georgetown, and Montague, and surrounding areas. There's 7 communities. And one thing that I want to mention about Three Rivers is that we are a beautiful area that we're open for business. We have beautiful waterways, we have sports fields, we have great recreation programs. We have programs for seniors, all family members, and that's the one thing we like about the community, is that we belong into a community that brings families together and welcomes newcomers, welcomes business people. And if you have a good business plan and you have a new way of living in a small rural area that's got everything you want within minutes, and come to Three Rivers and let's have a chat.
Today we're visiting Sleep Concepts, which is a new business in the community of Montague, which was opened by Mohammed Rakshin, and who is a newcomer to PEI. So thank you for inviting us into your business, Mohammed.
Thank you for coming over.
So Mohammed, just tell us a bit about your story about
Right.
moving to Canada,
Right.
moving to PEI,
Right.
and opening a business in Montague.
Well, yes, Canada is the first destination of immigration worldwide, and I think is the number one destination for whoever wants to immigrate to a different country. And then we were fortunate enough to travel inside the Canada, see different places, different provinces, and then choose. So we traveled in, and we kind of evaluate different programs that has been provided through different provinces. And so far, the PEI one was the one that attracted us in terms of overall. So basically, we chose PEI, and then once we came to PEI, then we had different areas, so we could have established our business. Charlottetown, of course, Summerside, and Montague. And then I personally chose Montague because I felt like this community has lots to offer, and there's lots of growth that could happen in this area, basically.
Great,
Yeah.
great. And we're happy that you did choose Montague. That's great. So when did you open the business?
I actually was planning to open in October 2019. Then there was some issues with the plaza, with the building, and then I had to postpone it to late October. And then my grand opening was in November 2019.
Okay, great. And how are things going with the business?
Well, it was tough at the beginning because we just opened and it was not a good season. It was January and February and then the COVID. But after that, things are going pretty well and start picking up. And we have been known by the community, and we receive a very good support by the area.
Good, that's good to hear. Do you also sell online?
Well, yes, I do sell online, but not in PEI though. I sell
okay.
online Canada.
Okay, right. Okay, very good. So how have your family, your wife and two boys,
Right.
are here with you? So how is everyone adjusting to the new?
Well, kids, they just love here.
Good.
My older son, he's in grade 2, and the little one, he just started the kindergarten. And they can't wait to get to school every morning, and they're so excited. They have a bunch of friends,
Good.
and they love their teacher at school, and the learning process for them, it was so easier than what we thought. Yeah.
Excellent. That's
Yeah.
great. So good. So any challenges you had, like personally or for your business?
Well, the challenges was something. The only challenge I could say, it's being new to country, being new to rules and regulation,
Yes.
and running your business, not knowing exactly what you have to do and what you're supposed to do, but over time, it will come to the right. It will be okay. Yeah. No.
Good, good. Any advice you have for even newcomers moving to PEI or starting a business or?
Well, I could say not. Eastern PEI, like Montague, Stories, and other parts. There's lots of opportunities for people that nobody consider it. They say they want to be in more crowded communities.
Right. The larger
And
communities.
yeah, they are all scared of starting business in these communities. I'm not saying every single business could work here, but for the ones who there is a possibility and the chance to start their businesses, I would highly suggest them to consider these areas, because they might have a better opportunity here rather than saturated and more competition
Right.
in other crowded communities.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. That sounds like good advice. Okay. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing your story with us
No
today.
problem. Thank you for having me,
Thank you.
and thank you so much for everything.
So there's lots of opportunities for employment in the area, and one of the main employers is Aspen Kemp and Associates. And we're here today with Craig Hall, who is the Director of Operations. We're at the Manufacturing and Engineering Facility. The main corporate headquarters for Aspen Kemp is in Montague. So Craig, just tell us a bit about the business and what the company does.
Good morning. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So, a bit about AKA Aspen Kemp and Associates. So, we're an electrical company. We're a manufacturing company. We commission, we service, we innovate as well, and we use those green technologies around the world. Our main customers are marine, oil and gas, and land-based renewable energy microgrid systems. A bit more about the company. We have 130 people globally, worldwide, so we have customers all around the world. 110 of those employees are here with this site. And on the site here, we do sort of manufacturing and engineering. Of that 110, 40 of those employees are like myself from off island, from out of Canada. So a lot of what we do is we're a highly skilled organisation, so we're constantly looking for talent, skills. We look locally, we take sort of talent from the universities, and also with our connection in networks globally, we're on constant lookout for new skills, and we need your help, and with the help of the Office of Immigration. We do very well to bring those people on, integrate them, and let them work here.
Good. That's excellent. You had mentioned you have offices all over the world, but the main headquarters is in Montague. Why?
And he's Montague because our founder, Jason Aspin, he was born and raised in PEI, so this is his home. So this is where he lives, and this is where his business is. And we're all happy to support. It's a lovely island. And,
It is a lovely island, and that's wonderful to have all these jobs in this area, and highly specialized jobs.
Highly skilled, highly specialized.
Yeah. Great. Okay, we also have Denise with us today. Denise, you can join us. So Denise, you are in charge of HR, Human Resources for the company. So I know Craig had mentioned a bit about the types of employees, but just kind of elaborate more on what types of employees you're looking for.
Yeah, we are looking for electrical engineers, software engineers, mechanical engineers, draftspeople. A lot of the skill sets, they're specific to the marine industry. It's a little difficult to find a lot of people local with the experience because of the type of industry that we work with. But we do rely on immigration to support us that way too. Like Craig said, we have 40 employees that have come from outside of Canada. They're a great member to our team.
Great.
And we rely on them. Yeah.
Okay. So most of those employees, of course, they work here and they live here. Their families would come with them.
Absolutely. They'll relocate. Yeah.
That's excellent. Yeah. What are some of the challenges? You had mentioned it's sometimes hard to find with the local employees.
Yeah.
But
it's not that the skill set isn't in local or in Canada. It's high demand. So there's other employers that's already employed these people. So we're competing with high people too, right? High companies. Sorry. So part of the immigration part of it is what kind of, I'd say difficult, but it's a challenge because there's always a from start to finish, minimum 6 months to get somebody here. You know, and we may need them here within 2 months, but we still have to go through the process, so. That's part of the challenge, more than anything, when it comes to immigration.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, well, right now with COVID, it would be even more challenging.
Exactly. Right now, yeah, COVID's kind of put a hold on everything.
On the travel restrictions.
Exactly. Yeah.
Any advice for young people choosing their careers or?
Go with greener energy. That's the demand right now. That's where the world's turning, right? There's gonna, that's my advice. Go with green energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Thank you, Denise.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So back to Craig. I understand you were a newcomer to
Yes,
PEI.
that's right.
Yeah. So just tell us a bit about your story about moving here and
So
where you're from and why you came.
Sorry. So I've worked with AKA for 6 years, since 2013, and I worked with AKA as their customer, so I knew the company very well. I'm from the UK, and we travelled globally together, and then worked on projects. So when Jason gave me the opportunity to come and work for his organisation, that's something I never turned down, an opportunity and a challenge. And I moved here last September, 6 months ahead of my family, and then brought my family in the beginning of March, just in time. And as soon as we arrived, we sort of straight into isolation for 6 months.
Yes.
As you can imagine, that was a challenge. But,
Yes.
no, but a nice one. Actually, it was a good time for the family just to sort of get back together.
Right.
Again, after sort of 6 months of being apart.
Yes.
So,
Any challenges for yourself or your family, like moving to a new country?
there's been great support from PEI Surveyancy and the Immigration Office, and they've been really supportive. It's the challenges. It's just the integration. You know, sort of having to sort of integrate with the health services, the driving licenses,
Yes.
just the whole sort of society change.
Yes.
But it hasn't been problematic. It's good support on hand.
Good.
And we're a community here, so there's been a lot of help and advice, and we look after our own and sort of help people get integrated as well. We have a number of company houses which we use to help people to transition.
Okay, excellent.
So having that support network, there's a lot of industries and businesses do on the island just to bring in that talent. It's well established. It works well.
Good. That's great to hear. Okay, thank you. Thank you
very
for
much.
sharing your story.
Pleasure.
I think we're going to go do a little tour now.
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, so we're inside the manufacturing and engineering facility of Aspen Camp Associates. So Craig, just tell us more about what the company does.
So AKA is at the forefront of for marine and offshore oil and gas systems. We provide power generation and protection systems that help the installation of the vessel. We also sort of at the forefront of providing hybrid propulsion technologies. So what you see here is we'll actually sort of generate simulations and rigs that copy what is on the vessel, and we'll use that to help with troubleshooting of the systems and issues on board. And we can do that remotely, and this is what you see. Significant investment, but helps our customers and helps with, everyone understand the systems, and we use these for training purposes also.
That's very impressive to think that you're doing this in rural PEI.
It's quite impressive.
It is. So, thank you, Craig.
Thank you.
These are just a few highlights of the area. Hop in your car, take a drive to Montague, only 45 kilometers from Charlottetown. Explore the area. If you need any assistance or further information, please contact myself or any one of the PI Connectors program officers. Thank you for joining us today, and a special thanks to my camera person, Vanessa. So that's all for now. Much more up